IF1L Pirates, man. It's your boy Dub Zoro.
Monkey D on the ones and twos.
Oh, this man think he got a mic now. He got the ones and twos for real, huh?
Listen, slowly upgrading on this channel for our subscribers. The quality is slowly getting there.
Yep. Hey, look, I'm working on it. Payday in 2 days, baby. But after knocking out that top 30 list, man, I don't know about you, Monkey D, but I kind of got an itch for another list of characters. How about you, man?
My fingers, they itching for that paper.
So with that being said, man, I wanna let's have a not a top 10 because I don't want to put these guys in order in any sense. You know what I'm saying? But let's give 10 iconic villains in the anime game today. Today.
I'd agree with that.
All right. So speaking of that, so what is the definition of iconic?
It's funny you should ask that. Got that written down right here, sir. Iconic. Something symbolic, well established, or widely recognized.
Widely recognized. Okay. So I know there's a lot of people out there that watch, you know, the big three, the legendary, the new, the old, or whatever the case may be, you know. But me, man, I really came up underneath, you know, watching, pretty much staying away from the mainstream, so to speak, man. So I'm gonna hit you with 5 real quick that I know you're gonna be like, oh, I ain't never even. So we gonna go ahead and get to that list. Yo, so the first character, man, that I want to talk about is King Bradley, also known as Wrath in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. What makes this individual so iconic is that he was the main villain, but he was also the king of the Alchemist Nation. You know, so it's like how they find time for the king to be the main villain, well, second main villain in this show is outrageous. You know, he's the king of the nation of the Alchemist, and he's also the second in command for the homunculus or the homunculi that are the main villain, the villain set in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. You know, and just the power on King Bradley is just outrageous. Like he was the Zoro before I met Zoro. Right. If that makes sense. You know, because I started One Piece a year and a half ago. I've watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood at least 10 times within the last 4 years. You know, so it's just like, you know, King Bradley, he's just that dude for me.
Right.
After that, I got Gilgamesh from the Fate series, from Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero. There's about 8 different Fates, and he's in just about all of them. Gilgamesh is the pinnacle of prideful villains. So before the Escanor, you know, I saw Gilgamesh, and man, if anybody knows anything about a little bit of history, you know, Gilgamesh derives from an actual Gilgamesh in real life times. I believe it was in the Babylonian times. Don't quote me on this. I'm not really sure, but it was back in the ancient times, you know. So this dude's abilities amongst the Fate series is just crazy. Okay. Just crazy. What makes this guy so iconic is he seems to be the last villain in every single Fate series that they need to fight. And it's always a struggle to defeat this character, right? So after that, I got Esdeath from Akame ga Kill, okay? I like her a lot because underneath all of her, you know, kill, you know what I'm saying? Brutality, killing anything and everybody. You know, she has a soft side to me. You know what I'm saying? And she's looking for a companion that she can go and fight off with and stuff like that. And what makes this person so iconic is that she was really in charge of, now I won't say the 20 episodes, real quick and easy, but Esdeath, guarantee if you ever see her, you be like, okay, yeah, I definitely rock with her. After that, I had to mention him. You know, Naruto doctor here. We're talking. I have to mention Zabuza.
Of course.
Zabuza. When I tell you, and I just rewatched, you know, the first season of Naruto a couple days ago. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love it. But Zabuza was the first villain that Naruto and Team 7 came up against, and proved to be a problem, even to Kakashi. You know, the 2 times that they fought, he was an issue for Kakashi both times. And what makes him so iconic to me is that another one that's his morality, his morale code is pretty much twisted and based off what he had to go through as a youngin coming up through the rain village or the village hidden in the mist. It's just I definitely sympathize with him and Haku, but Zabuza, I'll take Zabuza over Haku any day of the week. Zabuza, man, he's just that was my, I ain't gonna lie, he was my favorite villain character for a while, even after watching the Dragon Ball and all the shows that I've watched. Zabuza, he just really stuck with me. And then lastly, my fifth character, and it's definitely it's not underrated, but it's not talked about in the amount that I feel like it should be, right? And it's Meruem from Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter. King of the Ants.
You almost got your Hunter card pulled for saying Hunter x Hunter. Just want to let you know that.
See him? Did you hear it? So Meruem from Hunter x Hunter, okay? King of the Ants. And another, I don't know what it is about me and picking villains or sticking with villains that have like a sense of morality code or a morale code or values or anything like that. But Meruem, you see a great amount of character development from Meruem and how he goes from pretty much I want to kill all humans and doesn't matter, I don't care, to he actually starts to formulate some human emotions when he meets this blind chick that he starts to play, I guess, Chinese chess with, or Japanese chess with. So, and then even if you don't watch Hunter x Hunter, or you don't like it, I've tend to seen the trend amongst everybody, whether you like it or you don't, everybody knows who Meruem is, and everybody agrees with him to some extent. And they have no choice but to like him as a character because of the character development that he has. So he was definitely one of the animes that I've picked up later on down my life. I think I started watching it maybe four or 5 years ago. But Hunter x Hunter and Meruem is top notch, even over Hisoka and what's that man's name? Crollo. Meruem, man. That's my 5, dog. That's my 5.
It's an impressive 5. That, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting
I know I definitely shocked you.
I was not. I was expecting somebody I had on mind that I'm gonna take. Just want to let you know that. Well, let me give you somebody that I thought was in a anime for a short little time, but gave a lasting impression. Stain, the hero killer Stain. Yes.
Okay.
Why was he symbolic? I would say he was the only villain in that manga up to that point that lived and died by his ideals. You know what I mean? Cold to the T. He is one of these, I want to say, few characters. Him and I guess All For One, you could say, that made a lasting impact in that series because Stain's effect is still trickling through the alliance of villains right now. Oh man, his presence alone was so immense for Endeavor, All Might, even all those people. His dying words were, "I'm not gonna let nobody kill me but All Might," and then he died. I was like, "Oh wow, okay." This one, I know, this one's gonna take the cake. Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes. Bro, yes. I did not think of that one. Oh, that's fire.
Listen, what makes him so symbolic? His strength. The first time you see him, you see the power gap between him and Yusuke. It's not even a small one. It's a huge one. You see the levels that Yusuke has to take to even reach him. And then when they fight in their, spoiler alert, and when they fight to the end of the battle, you see that he was hiding something, a whole nother gear where Yusuke has to like dig down deep, man. And then like the more and more in the tournament, you just start to see layers and layers and more of him where you're just like, okay, well, no, look, I understand why he did that, why he became a demon, why he does it, why he's so stoic, why him and his brother are like that. And it's just like, yo, man, at the end of it, you kind of agree with some of the way he looks at stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean,
okay, that's a strong second.
Yeah, I feel like Then this one, I mean, I had a hard time saying that he was a villain, but the way the story portrays him, I had no choice. Eugero Hama. Yes.
Yo, your list is strong.
Why is he symbolic? His back. His back is like a legit demon. I promise you, I wish I was lying. His back is a demon. He's the top dog of top dogs. Like when you think of anybody in that universe, you have to think of them next level. Because Yujiro Hanman will play dogs with these people. He is so villainous. His second son, no, his first son, you say he found his wife, his mom in the Vietnam War when he was 16. Just that alone was just was funny. Number one martial artist in the world.
world.
The gap between him and number two is wide.
Yeah.
Wide.
Definitely.
Wide. So I feel like that his presence in the whole story is just like you see he's number one and Baki has to just keep on going and going. And just like when you think Baki's right there, he drops in and he's like, yeah, nah. Let me show you where you should be at when I was your age.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. This is somebody I thought that you was gonna take. Madara. I don't know why you didn't say Madara. Because the first time I seen this man, I promise I probably called you and was like, listen, this man right here, probably top 5 villainous people. This man dropped down on the whole Shinobi War and was like, yeah, no, let me dust off these, let me dust off this remnants real quick. Bro, nasty, scary.
Yeah, gave everybody the beats.
No. Why is he symbolic? He is the pride of the Uchiha. When you think of anybody in Uchiha, you compare them to Madara as being the GOAT. He's the god of anything Uchiha. Widely known as the leader of the Uchihas, the strongest, of course. He's well established as the greatest known Uchiha ever. And them in that universe, and if you are a Uchiha, you have the Sharingan, and Sharingans are like top 3 eyes, period. And like that alone should give you enough what's the word I'm looking for? Pull.
Right.
Enough pull for you to be able to do stuff. And what he does in that story is
unheard of.
It's nasty. And then I don't know why you didn't. This should be everybody's number one. Frieza, man. How could we not end the list with Frieza? When we think of most villainous, iconic, everybody of course comes to him. Frieza is a space racist who says monkey a lot. If that's not his N-word, I don't know what is. But the reason why he's so iconic is he keeps coming around in the story. And then, like, you see when you first get a hold of Frieza and his forces, you see him just ransack all of Namek, take the Dragon Balls, almost destroy a whole genocide to a whole planet. Granted, it's a cartoon, but, like, if you the more you go back and look at it, like, they barely got out on that. And then when Frieza comes back, he comes back and kills another Saiyan and blames it on Goku, which is kind of hilarious if you think about it, but it's not. And you just see him and another chance he got, he almost ended the world again. But if Goku would have been so freaking playful, he could have ended it. But of course, Frieza's gonna be on there. Top 10 most villainous people, of course, man. We had to end it with that, man.
Yeah,
that's probably why he number one for me.
I can feel that.
But yeah, man, that's what I have to say. My top 5, man: Frieza, Madara, Yujiro, Hanma, Toguro, and Stain, man. I feel like anybody would have a hard time saying against either one of us that have a hard time saying that they're not iconic.
Oh yeah, I feel like if anybody really tried to put a top 10, they're definitely gonna have at least 2 from me, from mine and your list.
At least
2 from each. You know, because I mean, bro, like you said, Frieza. As a kid, we knew who Frieza was. You know.
Facts.
It's just like, and if you a Naruto tard, you know, I hate that word. I hate it. You know, I'm fighting people on TikTok for it right now. You know, if you love Naruto, man, Zabuza is definitely in there, bro. He may not been the strongest villain, you know, but at that point, he was for Naruto.
We're not talking about strength in this. We're talking about villains. Exactly. Like what did you do in a story for you to be like, okay, like, wow, I can't believe he did that. Like, that is some villainous stuff.
Something that these guys do that just resonates with you inside your soul, you know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, man, I feel like from each list, they're going to pick at least 2 to be in their top 10. And I mean, anybody.
And I know there's one that we left off that everybody's going to be crying and clamoring over. I already know. We don't got enough time. We ain't trying to make this no 20, 30-minute long video. We're trying to give it nice and tight for y'all. Listen, we know who we left off. Well, I'll leave him in the comments or I'll leave him in the description and let y'all know, man. But listen, it was hard. It was hard.
Yeah, I did. But yo, so like I said, just a nice quick video for you guys, man, to watch during, intermission of a football game or something, man. But yo, it's your boy Dub Zoro.
Monkey D on the 1s and 2s.